Welcome to the Lounge. My name is Michael Barata, and I teach college-level psychology. I'm a master trainer using adaptive change strategies to help organizations achieve and sustain real culture change. I'm also a life coach, and in all of this, I'm a student. I look forward to sharing with you and also learning from you. As always, I ask that you consider sharing this video or podcast with your friends and family. And as always, I appreciate your time, space, and attention. Enjoy the next episode. What's happening, everyone? Thank you for checking me out today. Michael Barata here for you. And today I wanted to talk about what it means to actually commit to or to go all in with the life that you feel is actually burning within you, or the life or the truth that is whispering or maybe even screaming to you from within. And when I start to think about that for myself, a lot of times it takes me a while, right? And if you think about it, there have been times in your life where you're like, I would love to do that. That's what I want to do. And for some reason you don't go in that direction, or you don't pursue it. Whatever time or age it is in your life, you just don't. But then over the course of your life, something might happen, something might get triggered, and you're like, gosh, yeah, I love that. I wish I would have done that, or I wish I was doing that right now. And so when you think about the things that you want to do with your life, a lot of the times, all right, and this is the ordinary part of living. This is the normal part of what it means to be human. Is either conditioning gets in the way. It could be cultural conditioning, your upbringing conditioning, media conditioning. Fear can get in the way, where you simply just have self-doubt. You have a low self-esteem or low self-worth. You just don't believe in yourself in order to go in that direction. What's interesting about that, though, is then you then build a narrative about how whatever it is that you want to do is unattainable, or it's impossible. And it's all based on a belief. It's all based on something that hasn't even happened. So think about this. You didn't even try whatever it is that you want to do, yet you believe that it's not possible. Let that one sink in for a moment. I want you to think about right now. Think about the things that you've wanted to do with your life that you haven't tried. You haven't even tried, all right? But yet, over time, something keeps whispering to you, gosh, I would love to do that. I would love to try that. I wish I was doing that. To me, I feel that's your truth. That's your truth, breaking through all of the distractions, breaking through all the conditioning, breaking through all the fears, and reminding you, hey, this is something that's still within you. And I think in those moments of clarity, in those moments of quiet truth, that is the real you trying to get out. Now, if you wanted to be a professional football player, all right, and now you find yourself at 47, I won't sit here and say it's going to be impossible for you to be a football player, all right? But biologically speaking, your body's going to have to be on point, right? For sure. However, if being a football player was really this thing that you wanted to do, perhaps now at 46 or 47, maybe being a coach is going to fulfill that fire. Maybe broadcasting, maybe marketing, maybe being an agent, maybe being an owner, maybe writing a football blog, whatever it might be, but that might be how you actually nurture that fire within you, that truth within you to go in that particular direction. But so many times we build this narrative around that's not possible, and it's based on not trying. It's not even based on trying and failing, all right? And think about it. When you try something and fail, at least you get new, real information to work with, right? You get some actual data to say, okay, I tried this. This is what happened. What did I learn? How can I move forward? So when you think about the things that you want to do with your life, I want you to ask yourself some questions. I want you to get curious about why you're not doing those things. And I'm not sitting here saying that, as you go through these questions, you're going to find out that you have been your greatest obstacle and everything is possible. I believe every attempt is possible, right? You can try whatever you want. You can try to do whatever you want to do. So in a sense, yes, you can become your greatest obstacle. But to not even allow yourself, to not support yourself, to not nurture yourself, to not go all in on actually exploring whatever it is that you want to do with your life, however you want to express it, you're literally becoming that obstacle. But now you're also, you're becoming the chorus, all right, for why it can't happen. So when I think about myself, about the things that I want to do with my life, and I start to ask myself questions, well, why aren't you doing that? A lot of the times, again, it's with me. It's a self-worth issue. It's a self-esteem issue that holds me back from even trying what it is that I want to do. Now, in those moments of, okay, you're going to lean in, you're going to try something different, you're going to try to move forward and pursue the things that you want to do with your life. The other thing that's necessary within that is patience. And I don't mean patience in terms of this, just sit back now and hope and wait and see. I mean the simultaneous drive of passion and patience happening together, where you go all in, but you know that, okay, I'm doing something different. I don't have all the answers. I don't have this all figured out, but I'm going to be patient with myself as I try, as I learn, as I fail, as I stumble, as I get up again to try. Maybe you're patient with yourself in terms of reimagining what it is that you want to do. Again, I think back to my childhood. I never thought in a million years I was going to be a teacher, ever. It was never on my radar screen, ever. So it really wasn't until, I'm doing math quickly in my head right now, 8 years ago, that I began, that I started to be a teacher, that I was a teacher. And again, it's just, what's interesting about that though is there are things in my personality in terms of a vocation and a career that align with being a teacher. I'm a facilitator. I've been a trainer, a program trainer. So there's things that absolutely align with being a teacher, with being instructional, with being empathetic, with learning and supporting. So when we decide to actually move through whatever obstacles we've been allowing to stop us from at least pursuing, to try what it is that we want to do, when we start to take steps towards that, and then when we start to also be patient with ourselves as we take those steps, and those steps may feel excruciating, and they may feel extremely vulnerable, but they're necessary. They're necessary in that without doing them, you will never know. I mean, think about it. If you go after whatever it is that has been burning within you for, years or decades, and it doesn't pan out, at least you know now, okay, you know what? I tried this, and when I tried it, this is what happened. Now you have something real to actually mull over, something real to learn from, something real to give you a lesson that you can now move forward with. And, in that trying and maybe failing of whatever it is that you tried to do, you discover a deeper truth about yourself. You discover a deeper passion. You discover another direction that you would have never, ever seen or realized without you having tried to go in that particular direction. I just find it interesting that so many times in life, we believe that something's not possible and we don't even try. And that could be a career, that could be a relationship, that could be a conversation, that could be a hobby. It doesn't matter. But if you don't give yourself that opportunity, that access to opportunity, that attempt to opportunity, to try whatever it is that is burning within you. And like I said, in those moments when you hear that voice, like, I would love to be doing that right now, there's something I really would love, or this is something I really wish I would have said, or there's a person I really want to engage. That's your inner truth saying, hey, like, now's the time. And when I say now's the time, notice I said now's the time, not it's the perfect time. If you're waiting on perfection in terms of timing, it's going to be a wait. It's going to be a wait. When you look at now as the time, All right, now's the time to try whatever it is that you want to try, to go all in with yourself, to go all in with nurturing your passion, your truth, your abilities, your desires, what lights you up, and being patient and gentle and tender with yourself as you try something new and as you learn through failures. That's a beautiful, life-changing experience, no matter what happens. So, the takeaway for this is, before you start to feed yourself or continue to expand on that narrative of what you can't do, I ask that you first take a step back and ask yourself the question, what have I done to even try to achieve that? Begin there. I'm always looking forward to what you're trying, what worked for you, what you learned. So please feel free to share in the comments. And as always, I'm always grateful that you can share this video and podcast with your friends and family. Thank you so much for your time, space, and attention.